Hello YouTube. I've been playing with this analyzer. This is I believe the MFJ-259. The coax screws, hang on just a second, right in the top of it. Got an SO239 here. Well, okay. See right there. Got an SO239. Some of them's got an end connector. I don't know if, I guess Don bought it this way. I don't know if he put a SO239 or not, but this is Don's KC3IT. And I found out something about the long wire and the ENDFED. The long wire ain't that good. It's only getting really one good ham band, 40 meters. Right here is the ENDFED. 3600 2.1, 3700 1.5, 3800 1.2, 3900 1.5, 4 megs to the 2.0, and let's see, 5 megs. It's way over a 5-to-1 on the ENDFED, so I didn't even put it down. 40 meters, 1.4 on the low end, and the X3 1.6, and the general 2.0 7.300. And it's also flat on 9.800. That's 31 meter shortwave band. 10 megahertz, 1.2. 11 megahertz, 2.1. 14 megahertz, 1.1. Hang on just a second. Let me scroll down a little bit further here. Let me go up here. Okay, hang on just a second. One 14, 150, 1.2, 200, 1.6, 350, 1.8, 17.500. I forget now what shortwave band that is. I believe that's 16 meters. 1.5, 17 meters, 2.5, and 21, 15 meters, 1.5. Let me scroll on down here. 1.7300, 2.1, 450, 24, 950, 1.7. Scroll on down here. 28, 300, 1.7, 28, 500, 2-to-1. Let's see, 2900, 3.1 or 3.0, 29.7, 3.0, 6 meters, 3.1. 54 megahertz, 54 megahertz, 3.1, 55 megahertz, 1.1, 58 megahertz, 1.1, 84 megahertz, 2.1, 94 megahertz, 1.3, 99 megahertz, 2.1, 105 megahertz, 1.3, that's in the middle of the FM stereo band. 120, 1.3, that's aircraft band. 141, 1.1. But 2 meters, it's a 5-to-1. No, it's a 6-to-1 on 2 meters. It's way out the roof. 168, 2-to-1. 160, 2-to-1, 167, 1.1. Now this is on the long wire. This is on the long wire. The lowest it gets is 1-to-1 on 2.5 kilohertz where WWV's at. It's on the analyzer. It's not even in resonant on 160 meters, but I can tune up with a manual tuner. I can tune up on 160. And let's see, 3600 3-to-1, 3700 3-to-1. 4 megs, 1.5, 3900, 3-to-1, 5 megahertz, 5.3 kilohertz, 2.1, 5.4, 5.5 kilohertz, 1.5, 5.6 kilohertz, 1.4, 7 megahertz. 7.150, 1-to-1. 7.300, 1.4. That's the best ham band they are. It's flat on 40 meters. But you can see, let me scroll down here. 20 meters. It's a 3. It's not flat nowhere. Let's see. 1.7. On 17 meters, 1.7. Let's see, 3.0. So, 17 and 40 meters is the only thing down below 1.5. So, I don't know. I don't know how come. I'm using 270 feet. A 10 gauge wire and about 50 foot of ladder line. It ought to be flat on 160, and that's using bypass on the big 2KW tuner. But this is Don Kittle KC3IT analyzer. I believe it's let's see, it's 259B is in Bravo. It goes from, I believe, 1.6 or 1.7 kilohertz up to 176 megahertz. Something like that. But anyway, you can see it's powering up now. Let me see here. Let me see which antenna. I'm on the ENDFED here. I don't think that's focusing. But anyway, I thought I'd make another antenna chart. The ENDFED is really doing great. It's good on 75, 40, 20, 17, 15, 12. 10, it's about a 2.1. But I can still tune a 2.1. Which it's no big deal. But I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And I just thought I'd make an antenna chart for each antenna. I'll do the vertical later on. Not in this video. I've not made a chart for it yet. So, Don Kittle, KC3IT, was good enough to let me borrow his analyzer. And like I said, some of them uses PJ just got him one. He says it's using some kind of end connector. Like I said, that's kind of weird. I don't know why they'd use an end connector when this one's using, let's see here. This is using the SO239. You got your B and C here. I think that's for a frequency counter. I don't know what the B and C's for. I know how to check SWR, but I don't know how to check coax yet. But thanks for dropping in. I'm going to turn this thing off. Everybody have a good day. 73s. KU4 BFG.